Alright, trying to record a quick couple of matches with this version of Burn. 1, 2, 3 lands. Yeah, we'll try it. Not the hugest fan overall of Mono Red Burn right now, but somebody did request we did some Vexing Devil testing. I would look at things a little bit more closely. Okay, Devour Destiny. So, actually, semi-legitimate deck. So we were playing against Eldrazi's. So, just certainly a matchup to respect that we've kind of struggled with recently. So, one of the things the Mono Red version does, obviously your land base is a little bit more, okay, so they pitch Fleshraker, Eldrazi Temple, that, so I'm almost scared to see what the heck they kept. Alright, so we'll get a lead on Swiftspear. I don't know if we can completely set up a turn 3 kill, but we're certainly going to try. Chalice on 1 would be unfortunate, but okay, Mind Stone, sure. Alright, so gorgeous arts on all their stuff. So 5/6/5 is 5/6/5/2. I think we have the turn 3 kill lined up here. So do a suspender or unsuspend ripple, bolt you to 14. Okay, what do I draw? Okay, Flame Rift. They're 1 to 10. Bolt you. So it is a turn 3 kill. Meaning, yeah, even with a dismember here, they are dead. Opponent sees it, they acknowledge it. Alright, so up against Eldrazi. It's the 4 smashes in. Is there anything in particular I want to board out? Vexing Devil on the draw? 4 smashes out. 4. It's possible we could want Ensnaring Bridge in this build, or in this matchup, but I'm interested in trying to minimize the amount of... Okay, well, I mean, I'll keep it. Obviously, if they're on the good Eldrazi hands, we're not going to be doing a whole lot. Bolt. Sure. Oops. So, Chalice on 0 does not stop Riftbolt because Riftbolt's converted mana cost is still 3. I'm going to go ahead and deal with this Expedition map. Obviously, Chalice on 1, normally a problem, but okay. I mean, we can't really do anything other than cast Smash the Smithereens on Chalice there, so. Plop. Untap. Do we draw a land? Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave. And double Chalice could have been problematic, but here comes Kologon's Command for 4? No, for 3. Sure. Scions. Let's look at 2. Scry 3, draw a card. On the top to the bottom. Okay, so they would need, I don't even know what they would need here. I mean, Thought-Knot Seer's not going to do it because Barbarian Ring alone is going to be, yep. I mean, if they had Witchbane Orb, that wouldn't even stop anything because of Flame Rift. So Tormod's Crypt. Sure. Which runs into their own Chalice. I'm guessing they're just messing around at that point, but yeah, they're dead to Barbarian Ring alone. I guess, so what they were trying to do is nuke my graveyard for Barbarian Ring, but we still have the burn spells in hand. Alright, matchup number 2. Let's look to play first. Yeah, that's fine. Could see a couple of Vexing Devils. Alright, do you take 4 or do you do the thing? I deal 4. If it does, sacrifice this creature. Alright, so 1 mana deal 4 seems pretty decent. Looks like we might be up against either. Guessing Boros. Should be perfectly fine. It's either Boros Burn or Boros in general. Ah, mirror match. Cool. Cool. I'll probably just let this stay in play. Rift Bolt it. Okay, they'll have Skewer the Critics. We're going to put them to 7. Alright, I presume you have to refold that. Yep. Sure. So they kept the 1-lander. Put them to 2. Is clearly not 0, so game still continues on. Probably the best land they could draw here. Searing Blaze would probably be your best draw here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, Searing Blaze. Oh, Lightning Helix. Okay, cool. Kind of hard to argue about that one. Do that. Do that. Alright. So, not really a Pyroclasm matchup, not really a Smash to Smithereens matchup, not really an Ensnaring Bridge matchup. It is, however, a Leyline of Punishment matchup. Do I leave Vexing Devil in? Don't think on the draw we want to leave that in. Is it Vexing Devil or is it, maybe it's Flame Rift in the mirror match? Because our life total can be equally under duress. So, not a huge fan of this card, or haven't been historically, but it's also a card that most people don't know how to play with correctly. Like, I don't think our burn opponent this round should have taken the 4 damage twice. I think they honestly should have just used a Rift Bolt to kill the darn thing. obviously, you know, hands are contextual. You might not have the removal spells necessary. So it's soon. Now, this is a version that's been popping around a little bit. It's not my own version. Yeah, like, this is just... Like, Leyline Punishment is just, like, game over, basically. Nope. Wrong actual... So, I'm not actually going to show these cards. Leyline of Punishment, not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of Leyline of... whatchamacallit? So, Leyline of Punishment's only really relevant against Boros. So, this is actually a mulligan on my part. And really dumb one at that. So, it's like, oh, this is gonna da-da-da to my opponent. I was thinking of the one that, the Leyline that deals damage anytime one of your creatures or you are targeted. But I can see Leyline of Punishment being fine. That's clearly a Boros card. Yeah. Boros energy, anti-Boros energy card, basically. So. Yes, this is a budget Boros deck. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got to learn a little bit now and then. It can be awkward, though, if you have, like, an Inspiring Vantage, Clifftop Retreat draw. Sure. Alright, we'll play Bolt Wave. Skewer the critics. We haven't actually seen creatures out of them yet, so I wouldn't think you'd be running any version of even a budget Boros deck without Swift Spear and Goblin Guide, at least. Alright, I have a feeling this Goblin Guide's gonna die, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so opponent will have Searing Blaze. Should play Bolt Wave here. Do they have a land to go with it is the question. Good possibility they don't. Okay, hit you for whatever. It's the Boros Charm, so there's a good chance we'll be dead here. Question is, what is in their hand that they're not firing off things? It might be like double Searing Blaze. Sure. Alright, let's get these Leyline of Punishments out of there. Punishment, Sanctity, Combustion. Yeah, the one that I was thinking of this was Leyline of Combustion. Opening hand, When you are a permanent you control becomes target of a spell ability and opponent controls, Leyline of Combustion that deals 2 damage to you. This just, makes no sense whatsoever. So, get it out. Get these Flame Rifts in. So I'd love to be on the play for the last game. Yes. This is one of Burns' obviously better hands. To fire off turn 1 Vexing Devil. So yeah, that... Okay, well, I mean, that's certainly a thing. So assume they just take the 4. Leyline Sanctity is an absolutely terrible card to have in this format, I think. I mean, granted, it may very well win them this match, but... Okay, they have a Rift Bolt, so we'll deal them down to 11. Response. Do they go face? They go face. Don't know if I love that choice. Okay, we have Searing Blaze. Blaze, kill Goblin God. See, the funny part about Bolt Wave and Flame Rift is it's not a targeted thing. It is a gets around you thing, or just deals you damage so it doesn't target. So, I think Flame Rift might be our best draw here. Barbarian Ring. So... Reflecting Palm is a good one to know about. Yeah, I don't know, like, legitimately what matchup you would even want Leyline Sanctity other than the mirror match. Sure. So Vivicon, if you're out there, yeah, like, ditch the ley lines. They're not good. I'm not even thinking Leyline of Punishment's particularly good, but I mean, we have to continue forcing the issue with that, so deflecting Palm into Searing Blaze would be the worst case scenario here. Come on. Make your choice there, friend. Just took the damage. Alright, so apparently they must have a Searing Blaze lined up here. It's the only thing that remotely makes sense. Okay. So my opponent's hand is all so we need either Flame Rift, so they actually have multiple lands in hands. That might have been their draw. This turn we know they have that, so sure. Flame Rift would be a draw, and oh boy. Well, good chance we're dead here, but let's roll with it, see what happens. Yep, their Leyline Sanctity got them the game, but definitely not a card I could recommend in the current Modern format. Alright, so quick view of the version we've played. This version's been kind of popping around a little bit with 4 Ensnaring Bridge, 4 Leyline of Punishment, 3 Pyroclasm, 4 Smash to Smithereens. Obviously, if you look at the rest of the list, I mean, it's basically Mono Red Burn, featuring Vexing Devil. You're a little bit lower to the ground. Theoretically, everything in your deck other than Flame Rift can cost you 1. I've never been a huge fan of Lay Up the Stage, but we will give it a little bit more of its due. Didn't really see it too much in those two matches that we played. Goblin Guides, I mean, the rest of it's just standard burn stuff. Flame Rift just being the Boros Charm of Mono Red. The downside, obviously, against more aggressive decks, you know, this can put you in a situation where you're endangering your own life total, but still a pretty reasonable card overall. 4 Barbarian Ring, 4 Sun, 11 Mountains. Not really a whole lot to say about that. The 1 Shard Volley, I think 1 Shard Volley is fine. I refuse to play any more than that in most of my lists. As far as the sideboard, 4 Smashes, I mean, it's relevant against Eldrazi and Affinity. Pyroclasm. This is going to be here mostly for the energy decks. Any other random creature deck you might face, but there aren't too many of those. I mean, obviously there were some elves and stuff popping around for a little bit, but not terribly relevant. Ensnaring Bridge, anybody trying to attack you down. I mean, I'm thinking mainly energy, but there are other decks that are trying to attack you, like Living End and such. For Leyline of Punishment, I mean, this is clearly marked for Boros, or any type of Flage deck. Not the best anti-life gain card, but I mean, your other choices are Roiling Vortex and Skullcrack, both of which can be mana intensive. This one, at least if it's in your opening hand, has an advantage. The downside with this one, obviously, if you draw it in the middle, or basically at any point in the game other than your opening hand, it's kind of trash. So we'll see how that one is when we do a little bit more testing with the style deck. But only a couple games in. The reason I didn't start a league is the league closes up in a couple of days as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming out, so we did want to get a little bit of gameplay in this week, but I wasn't going to have time to get an entire league in tonight, so figured we'd get a couple games in. We played against Eldrazi, kind of beat it rather convincingly, and then had a very sloppy, weird match against a more budget version of Boros, where we brought in Leyline of Punishment because I thought this was Leyline of Combustion. I should actually read my cards, and my opponent had a Leyline of Sanctity game 3 and just kind of won that way. So, I mean, sometimes you're just going to lose that way. So, anyways, if you like burn content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you for next video.